Welcome to the Poundcast, Brent.
Welcome, Doug.
Boy, do we have a show today. Brent
Today
and I listened to some a cappella songs and we checked out some lyrics. First song we're going to check out is Rooster by Allison James. And then we also get into Thunderstruck by AC/DC. And in the After Dark section, we check out Back in Black. And that is a real rockin' song.
After Dark is more like After Black.
And if you want to listen to our After Dark episode, I'm getting ahead of myself here, but that's okay because I'm feeling thunderstruck right now. But if you want to listen to the After Dark, the extended episode, and if you want to support us, go to our Patreon page, patreon.com/poundcast. Sign up. That's how we keep this show going with listeners and viewers like you. We also are supported by LouisvilleVeganFoods.com. Go to LouisvilleVeganFoods.com. And they're doing a small batch SMS blast. You're probably like, what is he talking about? Louisville Vegan Foods makes Louisville vegan jerky, the best jerky on earth. And sometimes they make small batch flavors such as Kung Pao, General Tso's, sweet chili garlic. And if you want to get on the list to find out about those small batch, when the small batch drops, you'll see it on there. You just put in your email or your phone number. We are supported by Louisville Vegan Foods. Go to LouisvilleVeganFoods.com. You can also buy Louisville Vegan Jerky there. And if you use the code word Poundcast, you get 20% off. They have all kinds of flavors. They got smoked black pepper. They have my favorite flavor, smoky Carolina barbecue. They also have perfect pepperoni, maple bacon, and buffalo dill. So go to LouisvilleVeganFoods.com, use the code word Poundcast, and you'll get 20% off. Where's the stuff bagged, Brent?
USA.
It has a shelf life of 9 months. You're not going to need those 9 months, though. Okay. You're going to want to eat the jerky before
9 days.
The day is done.
More like 9 days.
Minutes.
Maybe 9 minutes. Yeah, 9 minutes.
Yeah. What else? What else is there to say? You can buy they are available now at Whole Foods and other such stores such as Sprouts and other fine establishments. And you know what's up. They've been our longtime supporter, and we've been a supporter of them because we only support the best. Jack Link said, "Hey, we're going to give you $10,000. We said no. We said no. We said we do LouisvilleVeganFoods.com. That's who we stand behind.
And yet we did a funny little fake commercial about Jack Link's kind of recently.
Oh, that was fake.
Yeah.
So okay.
And you
sorry.
You can see that.
I'm kind of like, what am I talking about today? We're gonna have a fun episode, Brent.
YouTube.com/thepoundcast. If you want to see, sometimes there's clips up there, but you can see full episodes in video form there. You don't get to see video of the After Dark, but you can go to the Patreon for that if you're interested. And there's also an Instagram and Twitter account, which is the Poundcast. And I just want to give a big thanks to the Poundcast crew for helping us out every week. That's Jack Birch, who is lbert.bircho on social media. Well, on some of his social media, I think it's just L Bircho with no dot. So, look out for that, okay?
Just look up Jack Birch. You'll find him.
Just look at Jack Birch. Jack Birch nipping at your nose. Jack Birch nipping at your nose. Chloe Bonilla and Jackie Montana
We also have a voicemail number, and sometimes we listen to voicemails on the show, and we'll play them back. And if you want to leave us a voicemail, if with a question or something funny or a problem that we want us to solve, that number is 213-207-6952. 213-207-6952.
Okay. Well, what do you say, Ace?
Look at my comb. It's just, I have this new comb. It's just one flat thing.
It looks like a, is that really a comb? That's not really a comb, is it? It looked like a nacho chip or something. It looked like some kind of tortilla chip, you know?
It's a piece of, I don't know. It's some kind of plastic item for.
It's funny though to say that that's your new comb. You know, you should use that as a prop. That's funny. Look at my new comb. It's just a flat piece.
All right, let's get into the show.
It's funny. Okay. Yeah.
We're gonna listen to our theme song, and then we're gonna listen. Then we're gonna get into the show. How about that?
This sounds good.
What an opening we've had! What an incredible opening we've had today.
Amazing stuff.
Amazing stuff. Incredible stuff. Let's roll the clip.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Doug and Brent talking to each other. Doug and Brent, what will they talk about today? Doug and Brent are talking to some pimples. Doug and Brent will talk to their friends, and Doug and Brent talking on the Poundcast. This is it, Brent. We're back. We're one-on-one. I have a day job now, so we're gonna have to do some Zooms. But you know, the Zooms are fun.
Hey, you know what? That doesn't take away anything from the integrity and the
quality and the commitment.
And yeah, to this
podcast. I'm working from home, so I'm here all day. And then I decided I had to run to Target. I didn't have to run to Target. I just figured I would go to Target because that could be a walk. So I walked and I got 11,000 steps there and back.
Pretty good. You hit your target.
But you know what? It's only a block away. I was walking like this. Ding, 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 ding.
That's a good joke. That's a funny joke.
I didn't walk far. No, I only walked the block, but I just like ding, 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 ding.
That's funny. I guess you could even probably do that even in your own home. You know, you could just walk from one room to the other, walk from the living room to the bedroom, but just do the tiniest little steps and get your steps in.
Or what if you walk around your house and get your steps in, but you're just walking the rooms, you know, you're just walking room after room.
Or what if you just walk in place? What if you just do the Running Man to your favorite New Jack Swing track?
That could be a
you can get your
workout.
You get your steps in.
Get your steps in.
Someone might think, what are you doing, the Running Man? Why are you doing the Running Man? Oh, I'm just getting my steps in.
Got to get my steps in.
Oh, I'm just listening to some Tony and get my steps in. No big deal. Yeah.
And you know what? I had 2 nice phone calls on my walk, and I realized I like talking on the phone. I got to talk on the phone more.
That's my world, you know.
You talk on the phone a lot. I got to talk. Who do I call?
Ghostbusters.
I mean, I know there's people. I bet if I just call people, they'll be willing to talk.
You know who I talked to today on the phone?
Sometimes I need to give people a heads up and schedule the call. Because when people call me, a lot of times I'm like, I can't really talk right now. Who'd you talk to?
Andre Highland. He just gave me a call today just to hang out on the phone, talk on the phone.
He did?
Yeah, we just talked on the phone for a little bit. I hadn't talked to him in a long time.
He called you?
He called me.
Was there any sort of thing that he needed to call you about?
No.
There wasn't some email and he was calling to nothing.
No, I mean,
did he ask you to do a show? Did he ask you about anything?
No. It wasn't about anything important. I mean, anything pressing. It was just, he just called to say hello and, you know, catch up because we hadn't talked in a little while. And he just called me on the phone, and that's how you do it.
I'm gonna put him on my call list.
Yeah, unannounced, just boom.
What's
I
he
mean,
been up to?
oh, I think he's trying to finish up the. I mean, I don't want to tell. I don't know. I mean, that's ask him. Call him and find out.
All right. You're right.
I mean, that's for him to say.
Where did he start though? When he called you, where did he start?
Well, he didn't get me at first. He left a message on my answer machine, and he left actually a couple messages on my answer machine, and they were humorous, kind of comical messages, and that's cool. And then I called him back, and at first I thought, Andre has the when you call him, he has that kind of answer machine or the outgoing message that he always tries to trick you and make it seem like he's
he's got one of those classics.
He's got one of those tricks, where it sounds like he's on the line and it turns out it's a recording. And he changes it up so you don't know when it's true. And I thought it was one of those fake things today. I called him and he said, "Hey, what's up, man?" And well, he took a while to answer, and then he said, "Hey, what's up, man?" And I thought it was an answer. I thought it was fake. And then but it wasn't. It was real.
Do you ever do that, but you are real, but you're trying to make people think that it's a fake one?
Well, sometimes people think that about me because I answer the phone like this. Hello. Because I know you get me on that one too. I'm not trying to sound fake though. I'm just answering the phone. It's a joke I did at one point where I don't question the phone when I answer it. I answer the phone when I answer it.
Yeah.
I don't go, hello. I don't go, hello.
Well, isn't hello a question? Maybe you're right. Maybe it's not a question.
Well, when you say
hello.
Yeah, it's hello. That's what I do. I either go, hello.
No, you go like this. Hello.
You're right. I do that sometimes,
but
I also
like all business. I'm like, Brent, come on, lighten up. Let's start off on a friendlier foot here.
Well, I also go like this. I go either hello, or I also go hello. I go like that.
See, now that's how you got to do it.
I do that sometimes. I swear I do that sometimes. Hello.
Hello.
Sometimes I go, hello.
I go, what's up, my finger licking pickle? That's what I say.
One time I answered the phone like this. Here, you call me. It was my brother who was calling me, right?
And you knew it was him? Do you have caller ID?
I don't know if I did, but I knew he was going to call me. I do have caller ID, but I don't know if I looked to make sure it was going to be him. But here, pretend to call me. This is how I answered one time.
Ring.
Because Bingo was his motherfucking name-o. What's up, Nikki?
That almost sounded problematic at the end there. What's up, Nikki? It's like, what's up, Nikki? Whoa.
I didn't even think of it. I didn't even think of that. Although, actually, one time, another friend of mine, well, Moshe was I guess he was sort of making a joke in that regard to my brother,
What's up, Nikki?
What's up, Nikki?
Okay, well, we had a couple ideas during our phone call. One of them was, well, speaking of voicemails, we could listen to some voicemails, but we'll save those. Let's get into some, we were thinking, what's in something to listen to that we could break down that might be kind of fun. I thought, how about some a cappella vocals only tracks?
Yeah, I did a little YouTube search, and one of the ones that came up that intrigued us both was Rooster by Alice in Chains. For me specifically is I was always wondering what that song is about. We've come to snuff the rooster. What is that all about?
Well, we're gonna look at the lyrics and we're gonna listen to it. I have it queued up because there's a long intro before he starts singing. So you want me to share? You want me to share mine?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and share yours. And do you want to share the lyrics as well? I guess you can't share the lyrics as well.
I'll just kind of say them. We could pause them.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
So
starts. Ooh, I guess you'll have to look at the lyrics because I have, I can't do.
It's okay. I'll just watch this.
Wife and kids and household pet.
Wait a
Okay,
second. Did I
pause.
start it too late?
Well, maybe you did,
Wife
but
and kids and household pets.
wife and kids and household. So he's describing the nuclear family.
Wait, can you look at the lyrics? Because I want to
I
make
don't have.
sure.
Oh, you want me to pull it up?
Just pull it up. Yeah,
All
have it
right,
on
I'll
your
pull it
screen.
up. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Or I can look at it on my phone.
No, I got it. Here, pull it up, Chris. Let's see. Rooster. Rooster by Alice in Chains.
Rooster
Okay.
lyrics is what I'll type in.
I've got them. Here, I got. Oh no, you started it late. Yeah.
Okay, I'll go back.
But that doesn't sound like vocals only, by the way. Is there a way to get vocals only?
All right, there we go.
That's not vocals only, though.
This is what you sent me.
Uh-huh.
It says vocals only. It's gonna have a little bit of something else in there. We have to deal with it.
So almost sounds like some sort of, maybe turn it down a little bit or something.
Sounds beautiful, Brent.
Ain't found a way to kill me yet.
What do you say?
Ain't found a way to kill me yet.
You
Okay.
ain't found a way. Okay.
Now, my question is in regards to that is.
Eyes burn with stinging sweat.
All right, cut. Eyes burn with stinging sweat. Now let's just think about this for a second, okay? Ain't found a way to kill me yet. Who is he talking about? Himself, that he hasn't found a way to kill himself yet, or these other people haven't? That's okay. One thing, and then eyes burn with stinging sweat. Well, that makes sense. If you're sweating and the sweat kind of rolls down into your eyes, it will burn your eyes a little bit because it's kind of salty.
He's painting a picture, for us.
I think he's in Vietnam or something.
Let me see here.
Think about it.
Seems every path leads me to nowhere.
All right, cut. So look, ain't found a way to kill me yet. Eyes burn with stinging sweat. Well, you know why I'm thinking of Vietnam is because I'm looking at this album cover or whatever it is, and I'm seeing these helicopters, and I'm thinking Vietnam because of that, and I'm thinking of that Saigon sort of sunset or whatever you want to call it, and I think that, and I was thinking, oh, maybe he's hiding in the jungle, and he's talking about these soldiers, and they haven't found a way to kill him yet. He's some sort of vigilante or some sort of, I don't know, and then he's sweating in the Vietnam jungle.
Well, a lot of people put themselves in the shoes of another character when they make a song. It's a classic thing, especially to put yourself in the shoes of like a soldier. It's been done before, Brent.
Oh my God. I'm reading ahead just a tiny bit, and I think I'm actually onto something here. Carry on. Well, okay, first of all, wait, before you do, seems every path leads me to nowhere. Maybe he's lost in the jungle in Nam. He's MIA, okay? And he's trying to figure out how to get somewhere, and he's lost, right?
Yeah, I mean, I thought you read ahead and guessed the Vietnam thing because that's coming up, and it's quite clear what's going on here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wife and kids and household pet.
Okay, cut. I think
you don't have to say cut every time. I'm cutting. Okay?
I know.
After I cut, you tell me to cut.
All right. So I think wife and kids and household pet. I think maybe in Vietnam he's sort of thinking about the life that is at home that he wants to get back to. You know what I mean? Right, or something like that.
I guess, yeah. I mean, because like every path leads to nowhere, but maybe that path leads to wife and kids and household pet, that's nowhere too for him. I don't know.
Oh, you mean he's back from Nam and he's not connecting with his home life anymore because he's been traumatized by the war? He got PTSD.
Maybe
he's got PYT. Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I think he's back. He's back with the wife and kids and the household pet.
Oh, and he's having these flashbacks to Nam.
Do you think he was right? Do you think he like wrote the second line, the next line, which is Army Green was no safe bet? And he's like, what rhymes with bet? Pet?
He's thinking net. Okay, fish net. Okay, yeah. Some of the hookers in Vietnam were wearing fish nets. But that's not. He said that's not appropriate, though. I mean, this is a. Yeah. Let's see what else. Let. Okay, when you play tennis, there's let. But I'm not really an athletic type, even though I was in Vietnam. I don't really play sports. That won't work. Net. Get. I could say get, but I could say get.
Why can't I think of any other words that rhyme with bet?
Oh, every single word rhymes with bet. I mean, het. If you have an accent and you're referring to the thing you put on your head, it's a het. Jet. Oh, jet could easily. If you're in Vietnam, there's definitely jets. Benny.
Right,
there's Benny and the jets and the jets.
Army Green was no safe bet. The bullets scream to me from somewhere.
The bullets scream to me from somewhere. So maybe he's back home and he's still hearing these bullets scream to him.
It's kind of crazy because I swear all that made me think of Vietnam really was looking at these helicopters in this album cover, which I mean, it really, yeah, wow. I mean, I really think this is some sort of Vietnam vet thing, you know? Oh, vet, that's another word that rhymes with bet. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, he could have done way better than pet, you know?
No, I get it though. I like it.
But maybe he's like, vet, that's too on the nose. I got to be more abstract here.
Oh, he could have said wet. Oh, wait, hold on, pause it. He could have gone, wife and kids, acorn on wet. He could have said that.
Here they come to snuff the rooster. Yeah.
What is that? What the hell does that mean?
Here they come to snuff the rooster.
What does snuff mean? I mean, I know what
that means
snuff...
to basically to kill.
Oh, okay. So he's the rooster.
Maybe not. Maybe he's singing about someone who is the rooster, some kind of Vietnam vet. But look, here's what here they come to snuff the rooster. Listen to this next line.
Yeah, here come the rooster.
Now, here come the rooster. Why didn't he say here comes the rooster? It's English is wrong right there.
Here come the rooster. Well, he
like
said
plural of rooster isn't rooster.
Right. No, but he's saying it. He's not trying to say roosters. He's saying here come the rooster. Oh, here come the rooster. You know, it's just slang. You know, because he said ain't found a way to kill me yet. Here come the rooster.
They say here they come to snuff the rooster. So they're coming.
Yeah.
And then the rooster's coming too.
It's coming.
So they're both coming.
Yeah, they're both coming.
All right. I just want to get this straight. This is very confusing, Mr. Chains, Lane Staley. Mr. Chains, I have a problem with this, Mr. Chains.
Mr. Chains.
Yeah. You know he ain't gonna die. No. You know he ain't gonna die.
He's a very decorated war hero. You know?
Yeah. And he's gonna go back into that chorus again right here.
I mean, I'm trying to really understand the idea of what I know the rooster must be some sort of the rooster is some sort of Vietnam vet, I guess, right? But
after this, we're going to look up the meaning of the song. So we'll see how close we are.
Yeah, but I want to understand, I want to get a better theory going as to why the rooster is a Vietnam vet. You know what I mean? I mean, why is he calling the vet a rooster? What's the connection there?
Oh, this is a cool guitar part.
This song's good. Cool. This is a cool song.
Here they come to snuff the rooster. Ah, yeah.
Well,
Yeah, here come the rooster.
well,
Yeah.
You want me to
so
stop?
yeah, sure. I just was thinking that maybe he calls this Vietnam vet a rooster because a rooster is a kind of a fighter. Usually roosters are used to fight. And so it's kind of just a way to do that, I guess. I mean, right? I don't know.
Maybe this soldier, this service member, was in Vietnam, and he went to a cockfight, and they're trying to kill his rooster, and he's like, "This rooster ain't gonna die."
Hold on a second. Maybe he went to Vietnam and he got his, something happened to his penis, his cock, aka rooster.
Interesting.
You know he ain't gonna die.
Whoa.
No, no, no. You know he ain't gonna die.
It's interesting. You can hear that closed hi-hat in the vocal.
Dude,
Walking tall machine gun man.
Okay, we're getting
Okay.
more clues here. Walking tall machine gun man.
yeah. Okay,
So okay, it's probably not about a bird. All
no,
right?
it's not about a bird. It's not about a penis. It's about a Vietnam vet.
I know. I just thought maybe it could have been about a bird.
Oh,
Of course,
that's-
it's not about a bird. It's gonna be more hardcore.
They
Hold on,
spit
pause it.
on me in my homeland.
Ooh,
They spit on me in my homeland. This really is about Vietnam. It's about a soldier who came back home, and he's not respected.
yeah, he's back home.
He's not respected by these hippies. The hippies are not respecting him. They're spitting on him. And they don't respect. It's kind of like Rambo, actually. I think
Unless it's from the perspective of a Vietnam soldier, but I doubt it.
No, it is. I'm saying.
No, I'm saying a Vietnamese Viet Cong,
Oh,
because he says in my homeland, but that's maybe when he got back. So okay, this is definitely a Vietnam vet. He's back in the States. They're spitting on him, but his story is going all over the place. He's not back in the States during all of this song.
well, it's back. He's having constant flashbacks, PTSD flashbacks. He keeps on, and also I think this is the story of Rambo. You know what I mean? They're just pushing him.
Oh,
Walking tall machine gun man.
yeah, but
That's
listen to this
Rambo.
next part. If there's a character in Rambo called Gloria, then maybe.
Gloria, send me pictures of my boy.
Gloria sent me pictures of my boy.
That's his wife.
Gloria.
That's his wife.
Okay, so Gloria sent pictures of his boy. What about his pet? She's not sending pictures of the household pet.
Well, he did say this. He said, wife and kids, household pet. Well, perhaps his boy is his pet. You know what I mean? It's his pet. It's his pet.
Oh, his
boy.
boy.
It's his, that's his prized pet is the boy.
Got my pills against mosquito death.
Okay, so he probably took malaria pills, right?
Yeah, got my pills against mosquito death. Okay.
My buddy's breathing his dying breath.
Dude, the
Oh.
90s were so dark and that's that Metallica song One.
How's it go again?
It's like
It goes da 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 dun da 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 dun da 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 dun. Yeah.
I cannot live, I cannot die. It's like about a World War I veteran or some kind of war veteran who he's only basically he's just a brain. He can't move his body. It's just terrible. These terrible war songs. And then here we are, war. Are we in a war? We're probably in a couple wars. What do these songs do? Do they stop wars? No.
Well, they
just glorify it somehow in some perverse reverse psychology way.
They Gloria fly.
Yeah, Gloria sending these pictures of his boy.
By the way, the theme of Vietnam was the Vietnam War. I guess there's always been movies about Vietnam War, but the Vietnam War was just really seemed to be in the media a lot in the late 80s and early 90s. Well, even the mid 80s, actually. I mean, you got Platoon and, you got Full Metal Jacket and, later, and then you got all these movies, Casualties of War, and then in the early 90s, you just have a lot of, there were some other songs. I mean, some other things too, I was thinking, but there's a lot of Vietnam. Oh yeah, Jacob's Ladder came out sometime around here, and that's a Vietnam thing. And there's a lot of Oh yeah, Born on the 4th of July also, just a lot of PTSD. Of course, Rambo was early.
Some of those are just Vietnam movies.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know
Apocalypse Now, but it's like I remember watching Platoon in the theater, and it kind of blew me away. I was like so instantly anti-war.
Mm-hmm.
How come the rest of the country isn't as affected by movies as I am?
Well, it's weird. Have you ever seen a pro-war Vietnam film? I don't know if I have. Every single Vietnam movie is always anti-war.
No, I'm not talking about movies. I'm just talking about, you see all this art and movies coming out after Vietnam War or whatever. And then what does it do? The war machine and the military industrial complex is still chugging right along. They're like, go ahead, make your song. Go ahead, have your summer of love. We're still gonna be doing our thing. It ain't gonna do shit. I did not expect this Poundcast to be like this, Brent.
I didn't think so either.
I thought Rooster was just some song about heroin or something, like,
right.
I thought it was just gonna be some silly ass like nonsense song that was gonna be like so abstract. As like, what is this about? It's
also funny though that you thought that a song about heroin was gonna be some silly song. I thought it was just about heroin addiction, just some ridiculous, a ridiculous kind of concept, just someone getting really addicted to heroin, just getting ODing. I thought
it was gonna be something funny like that.
I thought it was something just sort of lighthearted and stupid, like someone ODing, and dying from heroin.
Oh God, please, won't you help me make it through?
Oh God, please, won't you help me make it through?
So funny how all these.
Do you like his style of singing?
It's all the same. They all sound the same. They all do this sort of, in this time period, Lane Staley, his name was, I pinched Lane Staley. Remember that? I pinched Low Staley. I pinched Lane Staley. They all kind of have this, they try to do this kind of bluesy kind of sound with their voice. Scott Weiland does this too in Pilots. And,
we know all about this.
And they all do this sort of bluesy kind of thing. And so does Chris Cornell too,
Well, yeah, and Pearl Jam and Creed.
Well, no.
What is that called? It's called a.
It's called.
They had a word for it.
It's called a creedal. It's called a creedal applause.
A creedal applause.
It's called it's called a creedal fry.
No, it's not. All right, well, that's pretty much it.
Here
you're right.
They come to snuff the rooster.
I mean, so I guess it's just.
All right, I'm stopping the share.
Right. I guess it's basically just about a guy who's having PTSD and he just trying to be back home, and he's still trapped in the jungles of Vietnam somehow, or something like that, and just keeps on having flashbacks. The only thing that is still, I'm bumping against is the rooster. Why the rooster? Why did he pick a rooster to represent? What does that exactly represent? I'm just thinking of a
Okay,
rooster.
I got it here, Brent.
Well, okay, I just wanted to try to figure it out before we looked at the answer, but I'm just thinking, okay, roosters cockadoodle do, right? They wake up in the morning, they kind of alarm in the morning, kind of, they're fighters. They, they they're male chickens.
Mhm.
They, I don't know, they peck. They have feathers. I'm just trying to think of reasons why the rooster before we get to the answer. But hey, if you got the answer and you want to say it, go ahead.
Well, that's pretty much it. But it was written by Jerry Cantrell. I guess that's a different member of the band. Rooster by Alice in Chains was Jerry Cantrell's tribute to his Vietnam veteran dad.
Wow.
And it showed a different kind of dark side to the band. He didn't walk on us. We left him. So we took off to live with my grandmother in Washington. Let me just see if I can find where
the part about
why
the
is
rooster.
it called rooster?
All I can really think of is that roosters are fighters. They use them for cockfights. So that's the only thing I could really.
Okay, here we go. The title's meaning was prompted by a nickname given to Cantrell Sr. by his great grandfather. Apparently, he was a cocky little kid and his hair used to stick up on top of his head like a rooster's comb.
Okay, so it's a more personal meaning. Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's not like, I thought that was like a word. Yeah, I think we both thought like a rooster is a nickname for
a soldier or something. Or...
Yeah.
Well, wow.
You know why songs like that are super, you don't understand them? They'll kind of, there's something about lyrics like that will be kind of catchy or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's interesting because, you could try to analyze why something means something when the answer is something you would have never known because it was but yet it still sounds good though.
Yeah.
What does snuff mean though? Snuff means many things. You've got a snuff box, you get snuff films. I mean, what is it?
A snuff box is something that you put out your cigarette in, right?
Oh, I thought it was the thing that you did. It was a drug, you use some kind of cocaine.
Oh, that's where you keep your snuff.
So you keep your snuff. Yeah.
Right. That's what a snuff box is. No, snuff means to put something out, I thought.
Oh, okay.
And a snuff film is like a film of people dying.
Right.
Extinguish a candle is to snuff.
Okay. Got it. So they come to snuff the rooster, but he didn't die.
Yeah, they're trying to. I wonder if his dad rocked out to that song, He's like, hey, this is kind of cool.
Or what if the dad thought, this is how I'm being represented with all this kind of bluesy kind of sound, this Creedle fry. By the way, I don't put Creed in the same category, even though I get it. Creed does do the R sound, and by the way, Collective.
What is that called?
Also, Collective Soul does it too, don't they? And doesn't live? No, not live, or maybe is it live? Yeah, Collective Soul. Yeah, Collective. Wait, who does the song September or whatever it's called?
Huh?
Who Collective Soul does? Whoa, won't you let your light shine down? Right?
Oh, it's okay. It's called Jarl. That's the name of that.
Right. I just don't put Creed in the same category as these people though, because they're just
Creed Jarls. Big time.
Does collect? No, I know they Jarl, but I'm saying I just don't think of them in the same way. First of all, Creed is a later band in my mind, but
it doesn't matter. They still Jarl.
Yeah, I know they Jarl, but
here's some Jarlers. Brad Roberts from Crash Test Dummies, they say.
Okay.
Jonathan Davis from Korn. Scott Weiland.
Scott Weiland, definitely.
Travis Meeks from Days of the New. I don't know what that is.
Never heard.
Jason Wade from Lifehouse. Alex Band from The Calling. Eddie Vedder. Lane Staley. There's got to be more Jarls.
Well, the Collective Soul,
Collective Soul. Yeah, they were. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa. So, all right.
Okay, coming in at number 2, Scott Stapp from Creed. Okay, on the top 10 Yarlers, Brent. He's at 2.
I'm not saying that. I just think of, Creed was a band that from a different era in my mind,
Dude, you know who the number one Yarler is, according to metalsucks.net?
Probably
You'll
gonna
never
be.
guess. You'll never guess, Brent.
Oh, is it Elvis Presley?
No, it's
Chris Isaac.
It's something I've never heard of. Hugo Ferreira from Tantric.
Okay.
You want to take a listen to this?
Okay.
Let's listen to this. This is the number one.
I never heard of
guys.
Tantric. I don't know what that is.
Maybe it's one of those one-hit wonders that,
What year is this?
I don't know. Can you tell by how they look?
They look like some kind of Kid Rock in the drums.
This song does not sound familiar at all.
I never heard of such a. Wait. Who is this band? Did they have a lot of views on this?
I've never heard of this before. It's like we're looking at an alternate universe that has a different Stone Temple Pilots in it or something.
But these guys seem newer. That guy looks like a Nickelback or something. You know what he looks like? You know what that guy looks like?
Wait, look at this drummer real quick.
I know, he's got these... By the way, that drummer, he looks like Kid Rock, kind of.
I know, yeah.
He's got these braided...
I can't wait to hear this chorus, though.
But by the way, let me just say this about the lead singer. He looks like Nickelback meets Julian Casablanca.
He looks like young and... He's like too cute to sound like that,
I don't know. He
shouldn't sound like... He shouldn't be singing like that. And look at this. Where do you think these guys are from? Their style is all over the place. Look at this guy.
I know, he's got dreadlocks in a sort of bun,
in a top bun,
in a top ponytail.
And the guitarist isn't playing a cool Fender. He's got some like one of a kind. These are the kind of things I notice.
This is the kind of thing
he's not playing a cool classic guitar. He's got some kind of super tech. Won't you spare me? I know the breakdown. Everything is gonna shake down. That guy looks like Ash Bowie from Polvo, but that's a different story. Now someday, I know the breakdown. Tell me again, am I awake now? Maybe you can find the reason that
okay.
No one else is living this way.
First of all, this guy's voice is not.
Do you ever go to like a restaurant and they play only this music? I've been to a few places like that. Yard House. You ever go in the Yard House? You never been to Yard House?
I don't think so.
You got to check out Yard House.
This guy does not have as much of a yarl as a lot of those other people, Oh, did you notice that something? Oh, I just noticed something kind of interesting.
I want to say this is like 2002.
Right. It's kind of
Take your guess. Take your guess, Brent.
Oh, I'm gonna guess. Yeah, I mean, I have to go with you on that. I'll just probably even say 2003, I guess. But I think you're totally right.
I'm gonna stop this and I'm gonna look it up.
It's definitely of another era.
Wait, what is this called? This is the Tantric Breakdown. Oh, wow.
It's from the 2015 or something, or 14 or something, or.
Well, this video was uploaded in 2009.
Probably it's from 2008.
No, but it was released. I was closer. 2001, May 21st, 2001. It's kind of like grunge is already done, and they're like, what about us? We got to still put this out. We made it. Tantric, they're called. Ugh.
I know, it's tantric isn't that some sort of sexual kind of thing, Maybe not.
Right. Yeah, it is. It's tantric sex is, and
So those guys,
it's like
do you
an
think
ancient Indian practice, right?
do you think those guys are doing sexual kind of ancient sexual stuff with each other or something?
Dude, they're getting into that. Oh, okay. Founded by former Days of the New members. That was on that list of Yarlers.
Oh, yeah. Never heard of them. But yeah, man. Well, there you go, man. Hey, we snuffed the rooster, so to speak.
And guess where they're from, Brett?
From San Francisco, California, Orange County.
No, with their look.
They are probably from
They're from Louisville, Kentucky.
They're from Louisville, Kentucky. That's what I was going to say.
They're from Louisville, Kentucky.
That was my next guess. Actually, I wonder if Stanley knows. If Staley knows them.
I have Thunderstruck by AC/DC.
That could be fun. Should I look up the lyrics for that? It's more just about the sounds on that one, right?
I'm gonna get the lyrics going. Let's listen to it. I'm gonna share the screen here.
I'm gonna get the lyrics up for myself here.
All right, let's go.
So this is all vocals. Wow, there's a lot of lyrics to this.
I think I have this queued up too. Thunderstruck lyrics. Here we go.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to read along here. And it starts off by, he goes, thunder, 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 many times.
And by the way, Doug, I don't know if you know this, but you can. Well, actually, it doesn't matter. I'm doing this, actually. I should have done this a long time ago. Sorry.
Let's go! In the middle of a railroad track!
Okay, so he was caught in the middle of a railroad track.
Okay, but by the way, they did say thunder before this.
Yeah. I skipped.
Right.
Because there's a long intro with,
right.
He says thunder like 10 times.
Okay, I was caught in the middle of a railroad track. Okay, was he walking?
And I think he's going to say thunder right here.
Yeah.
This is not the clean acapella track. Somebody like extracted it from the song. That's why it sounds so bad.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I was caught in the middle of a railroad track.
Well,
I looked around and I knew there was no turning back.
What does that mean?
This is just like rock and roll lyrics that are just about, just thunder and trains and.
Okay, but wait a second,
though.
though. What does it mean, though? I know it's poetry, but what does it mean?
Well, that he's on the run and he's living on the edge. The album is called The Razor's Edge. So he's living on the razor's edge of life. And he's just living a wild life, and the railroad track is a symbol of, when you're crossing the railroad track, you're crossing a threshold into something new, a new area of your life. Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's a one-way train. It's a one-way train.
My mind raced and I thought, what could I do?
My mind raced and I thought, what could I do?
Thunder and you. There's no help from you.
I mean, his voice is so weird.
He thought, what could I do? And I knew there was no help from you. Who's you?
I think it's maybe anybody, right? So he's just on a one-way track.
No help from anybody. Nobody's helping. He's a lone cowboy kind of.
He's unstoppable. He's out of control. He's basically just he's like a train. And he's just can't stop.
This could be a song about rock and roll itself. You know what I mean? Let's hear.
God, it sounds like he's just yelling.
The sound of drums beating in my heart.
It sounds so
bad.
It sounds so weird, man. It's so weird.
Maybe we should just listen to the actual song.
Nah, this is better.
You know?
This is better. Plus, there's less likelihood of having copyright issues.
Okay. The thunder of guns tore me apart. You've been thunderstruck. Okay,
I think
you've been thunderstruck. Why is someone else thunderstruck?
I think this is about
he thunderstruck. He thunderstruck. Stroked somebody else. Right?
He thunderstruck somebody else.
He's not thunderstruck. The person he's running from that didn't help him is thunderstruck. I
think it's the Viet Cong.
Okay, there could be a long guitar solo here. Okay. Rode down the highway, broke the limit. We hit the town.
It's so crazy how high his voice is. He's just yelling.
Okay, they rode down the highway, broke the limit. Ooh, I guess he's admitting to a crime here. They were speeding. We hit the town, went through to Texas. Yeah, Texas. Why did he have to repeat that? They're like, we went to Texas. Wait, Texas? Yeah, right. Texas.
Yeah, wow. Believe it or not, we went all the way to Texas because these are New York boys.
No, they're not.
Where are they from?
They're Australian. What are they doing in? They're like, okay, what looks like Australia here? Probably Texas, right?
No, I think they're just saying, well, yeah, we went all the way to the States, mate.
Mate, we went to the States.
We went all the way across the world, mate, kind of.
Okay, check this out.
We met some girls.
We met some girls.
It sounds like a monster or something, you know what I mean? It sounds like some kind of creature in some kind of fantasy movie, you know, like Dark Crystal or something like that, you know. And
I want to play this back. By the end of the episode, I'm going to take this and play it backwards to see what it sounds like. It might sound pretty cool.
It's just funny. This sounds like a cartoon voice or something. It sounds.
Some dancers who gave a good time.
Wait, I don't even.
Some dancers who gave a good time.
Okay. Okay, they broke all the rules, played all the fools. Yeah, they blew our minds. This is just like classic this is a classic rock and roll song about being a rock and roll dude. You know?
I think it's about being out of control and just there's no stopping that you're gonna just be out of control and just doing everything and having a party.
Yeah, you're just partying hard, and that's how they're living their life.
You're basically just it's just a nonstop train of partying.
Okay, here comes a part here.
I was shaking at the knees. Could I come again, please? Yeah, the ladies were.
I was shaking at the knees. Could I come again, please?
It's a sexual reference. It's tantric.
Mm-hmm. Wait, but
actually,
then
if it was
there's a
tantric,
lyric here that's not on my lyrics. Let me see here.
Yeah, the ladies want to play. You better.
Wait, what does he say there?
He said, and I was shaking at the knees. Could I come again, please?
I know.
Yeah, them ladies were too kind. You've been. It's going to say Thunderstruck, but
so on my lyric sheet, I'll have to email this lyrics because they missed that line about the
Thunderstruck.
So
Thunderstruck.
when he said, "Could I come again, please?" Is he talking about
go for round 2?
Jizzing?
Yeah, or maybe he wanted to go back to town wherever in Texas he was.
Hey, isn't there a movie called The Best Little Whorehouse in Texas or something like that? Maybe he's talking about that.
Maybe that's where he went. Dolly Parton was in that, I think.
He's going, we went through Texas. Yeah, Texas. And we had some fun. We met some girls, some dancers who gave a good time, broke all the rules, played all the fools. Yeah, I guess they went to a whorehouse, I guess, in Texas. Thunderstruck, what does Thunderstruck mean? Does that mean He says you've been thunderstruck, meaning is that what happens when he blows his load? Is the person gets thunderstruck or something? You've been thunderstruck. That's what you should say next time you blow a load. You know, even if you're blowing that load in your own hand, just say it to your hand. You've been thunderstruck.
Oh God. Say that to your partner next time you do that.
Yeah.
Hey, you just got thunderstruck.
I think that's what that means, man.
I mean, I think thunderstruck is just, you're just been shot with lightning. You're just living on the razor's edge, dude.
I think his boner is uncontrollable right now. I think the train represents his erect penis. It's hard. And you know how penis trains, they go through tunnels. I mean, it's just a hard dick, and it's out of control. And when he busts a nut, that's what he calls thunderstruck. You know why? He busts a nut so loud, it's like thunder.
I wonder what this guy sounds like when he's having sex. You know, is he like?
It's exactly the same. He's going, ah, 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 you just got thunderstruck. Sounds like
He's also got like, it's almost like a nasally high voice. He's like, you know what I mean? It's like nasally too.
He sounds like some kind of spazzy nerd, you know? You know what I mean? He's some spazzy nerd. Just imagine a nerd. Just imagine some sort of spazzy nerd, you know, thick glasses, really thick lenses, and pencil protector, classic, you know, hair is combed down, and he's just having a spaz, you know? Yeah, you just got that. This is a song.
He does sound like kind of a bird. Like, let's close your eyes and listen to it.
He's a bird?
As a bird.
He's a crow.
Yeah.
Ooh, real low.
That's because he's came just now.
I'm shaking out the leaves. You're not coming in, please.
All right. Well,
he's a spaz. That's for
I want
sure.
to listen to the. He seems to have a big ending here. Whoa.
Possessed by the.
It's a monster.
He's a. He's a monster. I think this is what it's about.
Okay.
It's about a spazzed out nerd who just is so horny and
still playing.
he just starts blasting.
How do I get back to that? Help.
He's just.
I don't know where that video went. Okay. Shit. Where did it go?
You just got thunderstruck just now, Doug. It's basically a spazzed out nerd who just gets so
Dude, I'm straight up
hard.
thunderstruck right now.
He basically becomes so sexual and hardcore and busting nuts that he becomes a monster, basically.
All right, let's listen to some Back in Black. I think.
Well, no, I think we can. No, I think here's the thing. Before we go to back, why don't we do Back in Black after dark, because we're kind of getting close to the.
Have we done an hour already? That
Yeah.
was pretty fun.
But I think what we should do, Doug, is why don't we just take a couple messages? Why don't we do that, and then just get a couple calls, and then we can.
Okay, a couple voicemails.
After dark,
then
we'll do black.
We'll go after dark. Okay.
And we'll go black after black. Here, I guess I'll do.
You're gonna have to pull those up.
I got them. Yeah, these are a couple. I haven't nobody's listened to these. I don't know if they're sincere or
right.
What but I don't know what to expect from this. Okay. So let's try this.
Hi guys, it's me, Ryan Deacon, Dan Deacon's brother, and the most annoying thing to me is overly politically correctness. So, what do you think of that? And been loving the new episodes, and Goodbye.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Well, first of all, Brent, I'm pleasantly surprised that that wasn't a joke.
hmm
Well, I mean, he said he's Dan Deacon's brother.
That part was a joke.
I don't really believe that, but
Yeah, that was a joke. Because
yeah.
I think I've seen this name before, and it's spelled differently than Dan Deacon's name. But
Okay. Well, it's nice to hear some positive comment. I was actually, sometimes I get an email about a YouTube comment, which I got to turn that off. I don't really get a lot of YouTube comments. I got a negative comment tonight right before the show started.
did that put you in a foul mood?
It kind of made me.
Did it make you thunderstruck? Did you get thunderstruck by it?
I got kind of thunderstruck by that. I just got thunderstruck.
And when you read that comment, did you think to yourself,
He said,
it's so funny,
"Okay,
the
wait."
nasal thing.
So he doesn't like overly politically correctness, right?
Yeah,
Well, we don't either.
right.
So join the club.
Hey, I mean, it's an age-old thing. It's an age-old thing, overly political correctness. And hey, you know what? I'm glad you feel that way because yeah, I mean, that's good. I mean,
How could we help him? Are we going to try to solve his problem?
here's how you solve it. Is that just know that you're one of the cool ones. Who gets it,
He gets it. He gets it.
You get it, you know what I mean? You're on the inside, okay? Yeah, it's annoying, but when you think that it's annoying, that means you're on the inside.
Yeah, so when someone's being overly politically correct, instead of letting it bother you, think, I'm cool.
Just think to yourself, okay, that's where they're at their
Yeah, okay, that's
okay, they're
okay.
They have yet to evolve.
Maybe you can try to tell if it's somebody you could say, hey, you could say, I'm a pound pimple. And they'll be like, what? Say, I'm a pound pimple. That means kind of cool. So you're being a little bit overly politically correct right now. And it's not helping anything except maybe make you feel better or, make you seem like a righteous person, but you're actually not really contributing to anything.
Actually, and a lot of times, overly political correctness, to me, has a reverse effect.
Yeah, it has a reverse effect.
It has a reverse effect.
It's
a lot
counter.
of times.
It
ends up
counterproductive.
Yeah, it's just bad. It's usually it just kind of just exposes your own whatever,
Oh, speaking of politically correctness and exposing, and I think you did too, but I watched the new Louis C.K. special.
I watched some of it.
And it was funny because like one of his first jokes was something that we've done on the Poundcast.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Louis listens, and I'm sure he steals our ideas. But it was a very not politically correct kind of concept of a joke that we had, and he also had it.
But you know what? I feel like we took it to the next level too.
We took it to the next level.
We took it even further.
We did it first.
We did it first, and we took it to even in some ways a harder core level. I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm not even going to say what it is because
I don't want to ruin the joke.
If you want to find out, watch the new Louis C.K. special and see if you can spot it. It's I'll give you a hint. It's close to the beginning.
Okay. But yeah, we definitely did it.
How about one more voicemail, then we'll go after dark?
Okay. I mean, there is 2 more new ones, and
okay, 2 more. Well, what if one of them is so big that
Well, we'll see what happens.
Let's go one by one and see what happens.
Let's see what happens. Yeah.
By the way, if you want to leave us a voice number, 213-207-6952. 213-207-6952. Run the clip.
Hey, Doug and Brent. It's Kyle from Buffalo. I was listening to Brent tell the story about how his Mike Tyson, Andy Milonakis joke kind of ended up on Jimmy Kimmel. And I was thinking about how when like comedians talk to each other and they're like, "Oh, that's good. Can I use that?" It'd be funny since you guys often share about material being stolen. If someone wanted to steal your anecdote about your joke being stolen, being like, "Hey, can I use that?" I don't know. Maybe that's something. Bye.
That'd be funny if just people started stealing our stories about getting stolen from from the show. You know what I mean? Because you know how, okay, so Saturday Night Live, you know how they rip off a lot of our
Dude, that would
our
be
sketch
such a
ideas?
meta thing about a show. What if there's a show that gets picked up and it's about a podcast whose ideas get stolen by SNL?
Right. Or what if there's an SNL sketch about these
podcast.
podcasters that are, or it's about these guys who are talking about, oh, you stole that from me, you know, or you know what I mean, or something like that.
They're
and
just
it's-
sort of like they're like poking it
I don't
in our
think they're
face. Not
they-
not that I don't think SNL necessarily stole. Maybe
but it's possible.
it's possible, but is there's whatever we've discussed this ad nauseum, but that would be funny if they're like, oh, you think we steal? How about we do a whole sketch about, and they have people look like us. They're like, hey, we're nerdy podcasters or something. They like do. We're not nerdy. Obviously, we're cool.
But they just do.
But
Really
they just do like a
exaggerated-
takedown of us.
They just do that'd be funny if there's a guy with really big eyebrow, bushy unibrow, or something like that, and another guy who just looks like some kind of
just a real pale Arctic Nordic person
or he's just really tiny,
right, real small.
Oh, they get a kid, they get a child to play that.
And he's really like, hi, I'm 50.
They feel like they have this little kid who's 9 years old and he's blonde and he's like, hi, I'm 50 years old.
I'm not 50, but then I'm almost 50. But they would ratchet it up.
They
would
have
exaggerate it all. They would exaggerate it all.
Yeah. Actually, they would take it even further. They'd say they're 55 or something like
right.
that.
Uh-huh. I'm 55. I don't have a girlfriend, and I complain about it on my podcast.
I'm 55 and I'm 55 and I'm still editing shows that I don't want to edit anymore. I want to be directing my own shows, but nobody won't give me a damn show. And then just Saturday Night Live keeps stealing from me. Some kind of Mickey Mouse.
I keep looking at YouTube comments telling me that I'm a has-been.
You know what we should do? Why don't we do the sketch before they steal it? We should get kids to play us or something. That'd be kind of funny.
What if we did a Poundcast where like they're in a headset and we just tell them there are
oh my god,
kind of like how you
surrogates.
There are surrogates. Like you had what's his name? Dan Ramos?
Don Ramos, yeah.
Dan
Ramos, yeah.
Okay,
dude,
one more voice. Let's do one more voicemail.
Yeah, one more voicemail, but I do want to just say one thing that would be funny. They're not both kids. We get a kid for you, okay? And then for me, we just get some other weird, bizarro version that's not a kid. So the podcast is some adult, who's...
We're getting Nathan Fielder to be you.
Could be, but I was thinking going further.
Everyone thinks that, oh, that's Nathan Fielder. It's
actually, you're right. We probably get... if we can get
that's Nathan, the hacky thing that everyone says about you.
Right. So we get Nathan Fielder and then some blonde kid. Okay.
All right. Now what?
Here's one more.
Okay,
voicemail.
one more. Final one.
Hey guys, it's Kevin here. So I'm a fan of Brent's Pointed Question podcast, especially the Golf Caddy episode. And I was wondering whatever happened to that, with Donnie Devonian and all that. Anyway, I was wondering if you guys could maybe do a similar style episode soon. It's a lot of fun, and I've always had a great time listening to it. So yeah, let me know. Thanks. Bye.
Well, thank you.
Wait, play the ending of that again. He just sounded like someone I know.
Really?
Yeah, let me know. Thanks. Bye.
Did it sound like John Daly or something?
Oh my gosh, you're right. It does sound like him. Yeah.
I've had a great time listening to it. So yeah, let me know. Thanks. Bye.
just that. Yeah, let me know. Sounds like John Daly.
It does. Let me see what his name was again.
By the way,
hey guys, it's Kevin here. So
Okay, Kevin. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like John in the beginning, but we got to
Yeah.
get John on here. I think,
Sure.
I feel like I asked him, but it never lined up. We got to get him on here.
Yeah, certainly. Well, I'll just answer your question, and we'll just wrap it up. I won't give you some long, funny, fake answer. But first of all, thank you. And the reason why I don't do I'll do them every now and then, but the reason it's so sporadic is it's just it takes a long time, and I take a long time to edit those down. Actually, even though they probably don't seem edited, but I try to cut them down a bit, and I don't know. I cut out a lot.
That's a really well crafted podcast. That's not like this where we just kind of let it rip.
It's certainly not as loose as this, but
right.
It's not like it's the most edited, crafted thing. It's a long time that I spend on each episode, and I edit them myself, and I try to cut out a lot of superfluous stuff, and I just try to clean it up a lot, and I end up spending way too long on it, and I do that, and there's not really either enough listeners, or I don't know. Also, finding the guest is always a particular thing, having to find a guest, the right kind of guest. And then there's not really any, it's hard to dedicate a lot of time to something that I'm not really making, money off of, and I need to sort of spend that time doing other things, So if I had some kind of sponsorship on that podcast, I would definitely do it again. But, or somebody, a company that wanted to, finance it in some way or something. But thanks.
Thanks, Kevin. All right. Give us a call, 213-207-6952. Are we going to listen to some more voicemails in After Dark?
Well, we'll listen to what Jack categorized as there were some leftover duds and
okay. And then we'll go back. Then we're going to go back in black.
And we'll go back in black.
And if you want to listen to the After Dark, sign up for our Patreon. And this is how that's what keeps the show going.
And it's
patreon.com/poundcast. And what else was I going to say? I had something else to say. I guess not.
Well, I'll say this. If you're interested in Pointed Questions, I think there's 30 something episodes. Look it up. Pointed Questions. It's on and it's on Apple Music or wherever. It's on All Things Comedy, actually. And the golf caddy one that guy mentioned, Kevin, was part one of a three-part trilogy. That's a very interesting trilogy, and you can see why when you listen to it.
All right.
Yeah,
let's go After Dark.
Okay.
And
hey, thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Thanks for listening. And here's what I wanted to say. If you liked if you like this style of episode, this is kind of a different style, listening to a song and learning about it in depth, let us know. Or if you think it stinks, let us know.
Write a negative comment.
Send me a negative comment, but make it real personal. Let us know, because this could be another style of podcast. We do different styles. Sometimes we do calls. Sometimes we go one-on-one. Sometimes we go back-to-back. Sometimes we have a guest in the studio. And now maybe we'll start doing song, lyric, a cappella breakdowns. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's go After Dark, Brent.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Doug and Brent talking to each other. Doug and Brent, what will they talk about today? Doug and Brent are talking to some pimples. Doug and Brent will talk to their